Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. As some of you know, I went to California's Great America a few weeks ago. Well, today I'm going to rank all of the roller coasters currently operating at the park. Before I get into this video, I would like to ask everybody to make sure they are subscribed, as according to YouTube, 90% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So it would make my day if you quickly scroll down and make sure you are subscribed, and if you're not, just hit the subscribe button, it doesn't hurt. Also, for this video, I'm leaving Lucy's Krabby Cabbies and Woodstock Express off this list because I unfortunately couldn't ride them on my trip. To be honest, I couldn't find them for the life of me. Also, I'm not going to say the specific location on my list where these roller coasters and credits stand, because I am going to make a video at the end of the year, not at the end of the video, where I go over and talk about every credit I've gotten over the year, and also I'm going to make a video about where they all stand independently, like when you compare them to all the credits that I have. And I'm also not going to get into each reason why I really liked this roller coaster in depthly, because I'm going to make individual videos about some of these coasters. Number 7, Grizzly, a Coney Island Wildcat design from 1986. If I had one word to explain this coaster, it would be horrible. It was meant to be thrilling, but it failed at even being a monorail. It's a ride that I wouldn't even wait for, and I was disappointed in how long I waited for it in the Fast Pass line, aka second person to board the ride. And don't think that the back row would give this a reason to ride. It does not. It's just extremely boring, and I thought the back row would maybe give a tiny bit of airtime, maybe some laterals. Nope, just nothing. Maybe a little bit of a rough monorail. And this is the reason why I only rank it in my top 45 or 90% of my credits I currently have. Number 6, Demon, an aero looper from 1976. This park original wasn't the greatest ride. It was rough and had very jerky transitions. I do have to commend the corkscrews at the end of the ride, because that is very smooth and is the best part of the ride. Unfortunately, it doesn't just end after those. It has to go through a very janky helix, which isn't the greatest. I'm not gonna lie. And I ranked this in my top 30 of all my credits, or in the top 60%. Moving up one spot on my actual list, we moved to an aero I left not wishing for death. It's Psycho Mouse, an aero wild mouse from 2001. Overall, this was a great ride for a wild mouse. And when you compare it to my local wild mouse, you know what I'm talking about, Coast Rider. It's an elite ride. It has great laterals. It has a little bit of airtime, which I'm really glad for. But even though I can't think of any words I can use for it to be negative for this ride, it is just a wild mouse, which is also why it ranks in my top 30 or top 60%. Number 4, Patriot, a B&M converted stand-up floorless coaster from 2017. While this is much better than a stand-up, I still felt off. It was very short of a ride, and when I came off, I was thinking, A, how am I supposed to stand up before the end of the ride? I'm not making a joke. I'm being genuine. That was what I was thinking at the end of the ride. And also, it was fine, but nothing special. It felt incomplete and a little bit rough with the B&M rattle, which some older B&Ms do have, which is the reason why I can't rank it any higher than I have it. I do rank this in my top 25 or top 50%. Number 3, Gold Striker, a GCI wooden coaster from 2013. I came to the park thinking this would be in my top 5, but it's far from that point. When I rode it, it was rough and uncomfortable. Let's put it this way. It was a good ride, but if I have a fast pass and I don't want to ride it more than once in a row, then there's something wrong. I really did think coming into this park that it would be the best ride, or maybe the second best. But it's not, it's nowhere near that belief. I do rank it in my top 10, but it's not a strong top 10. It's like it could fall out any second. And it's in my top 20%. Number 2, Fighttech, a B&M invert from 1993. I'm going to come out and say it. Of the B&Ms I've ridden, this is my favorite. This B&M is graceful like the new models, while also having that old school B&M punch. And while this ride is short, there isn't a moment on this ride that's dull. From the loop to the 0G roll, and even the ending corkscrews, which is the best part of the ride, that immediately goes into a helix over the lake. This is a top tier B&M and strongly ranks in my top 10 or top 20%. Number 1, Railblazer, an RMC single rail from 2018. Just like Fighttech, this is a great ride from lift to brake. I do have to admit, my opinion is a little bit inflated because I only got back row rides for 3 of my 4 rides. And I'd have to thank the ride crew on August 3rd, 2022 for this. Thank you very much. But besides that, the airtime on this ride is extreme. Better than any airtime I've ever felt. And I'm not being dramatic. That is a factual statement. And then, better of all, which I've admitted multiple times on this channel, I really like the positive G's. And, well, this ride brings the positive G's to the highest level possible. It is really great, and I am very proud to call this my 50th credit, and I rank this in my top 5 or 10%. I would like to thank everyone for watching this video, and especially to you who has made it all the way to the end, which not a lot of people do. And at the end of the year, I promise I'll come out with a video to talk about all the credits I've gotten this year, which I think is nearing 20 at this point. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think it may be somewhere around 20. And then I'm also going to come out with a video about where all my credits rank in general, not just the new ones. But besides that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, and just make sure, if you've made it all the way to the end, might as well hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!